It's your morning kicks. Get up on your feet, kick down the negatives. Get up on your feet, get ready for your life tips. Cause we ride all the positives. Yes, we ride all the positives in life.
Good morning. I hope you guys are feeling great. Of course, it is the Morning Kick Show, and I'm your host, Amyijah from Kingston, Jamaica. Boy, I tell you, you're in for an awesome ride right now because we're about to talk about this almost doesn't count or does it count? Real deep topic right here on the Morning Kick Show. So make sure you stay tuned in for the entire episode and feel free to share your feedback as well on Instagram. That's at the Morning Kick Show. Now, DJ David, I want you to drop the one there for them right now. It is almost doesn't come by Brandy. Of course, listeners, let me just make sure to tell you, we have David Tulloch, who is our Jamaican director, producer, big bad in the business, entertainment industry. Yes, he's gonna be on air, and we're gonna also have that's Dacoda Mitchell, who's gonna join us. She's also an actress. No, I'm afraid you're gonna get some characters on air, but it's gonna be a real good vibes. So stay locked on to the Morning Kick Show with nice drop it. Oh.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around, but everybody knows almost doesn't count. Almost heard you saying you were finally free. What was always missing for you, babe, you found it in me. But you can't get to heaven, half off the ground. Everybody knows almost doesn't count. I can't keep on loving you, 1 foot outside the door. I hear a funny hesitation, a heart that's never really sure. Can't keep on trying if you're looking for more than all that I could give you. And what you came here for. I'm gonna find me somebody not afraid to let go. Wanna know that I'll be that kind of man.
Alright, welcome. The man himself, David Tulloch, as well as Cody, to the Morning Kick Show. It's great to have you on air. How are you guys doing?
Hot.
Wait, say you're hot. You Cody? What time hot hour when COVID are going in? Boy, don't worry about it. I mean, there's so much positive energy to share that keeps you cool and sailing. So that's a good thing, right? David, what go on your side?
Why? I'm here, I'm keeping it real. It's a tough time, especially for entertainers and politicians. It's just all around crazy. But I'm grateful for life. A lot of people have died. It's just a tough and sad time all around.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no matter through it all, we just have to learn to come together as one, and make sure that we support each other. We're brothers keeper in this time. And of course, Cody, make sure you say hi to your neighbor at least 6 feet. The social distancing is real. But today we have a very interesting topic. I think too many times we have everything in parameters. Everything is an approximation of. There's so many different levels to life that I need to zero in on this almost conversation. So Brandy started off with our song Almost Doesn't Count, and we're going to have a chit chat about it. How do you feel about the topic so far before we start?
David?
well, my view is different. Almost count sometimes, because if we're gonna be optimistic and we're gonna try. So almost, and you didn't make it quite. Almost says to you, okay, I have a shot at this next year, next time, another opportunity because I came so close. But if you are to meet a deadline, but you almost made the deadline, then it don't count at that time. So I don't think there's a resolute to that, because you can say, look, I am thing, and I didn't know I could do it, but I've done it, and I can try again, and next time I'll make the mark. But if I'm due something and there's a deadline,
right?
To me, this is either or. Then there's no almost in that equation.
I like the way you put it. Cody, Miss Dacoda. Wonder which one gonna leave way. Oh, you gonna leave way. Remember talking, because the way you deal with Facebook, I mean, we need you on this conversation. There's no apology to it. What's your opinion on almost doesn't count?
My opinion. First of all, it depends on what context they're looking at it in, because you have. Hold on. What kind of rating is this show?
Well, I'm keeping it PG because I do spread a lot of positive on the air, and of course it's the Soul Kitchen International Radio that persons are listening all the way from Canada, Africa, and of course the UK. So help me now to keep the conversation real and so my children can still tap in and not too much. How about that?
Yeah, man. All right, fair enough. I just wanted to clear that first. So when we get excited, we know to jump over the barrier.
Okay. Ooh, I like that.
My take on almost doesn't count. It depends on what really is the, like I said, context that you're dealing with. Because, like, I'm going to agree with David. If you had an assignment, a project, and you didn't get to complete that project in the deadline, then when you're almost done, it never count because you really never finished. Say, for example, I want to meet David.
Right.
And we set up a blind date. Oh, David, yeah, you as one guinea pig. You hear?
I hope his wife is not listening, but I hope she continues to tune in. Go straight ahead.
Say we are on a blind date and we want to meet up. And our conversation over the phone was great. It was amazing. And for some reason, we did not get to meet up or something. We almost meet. I'm going to say it did count because we had already established a foundation. So that is my take on it.
You see, the thing about this almost, David, and of course, Dacoda, what you said is that it gives you so much levels to think on the context. It gives so much level to think that, oh my God, can it ever be absolute? And for me, I'm gonna tap into it from a relationship standpoint. Now, if we're not in any relationship and all the single ladies like myself on this side, hey, don't mind. But at some point in our lives, we would have had this almost conversation or relationship, right? So before I even ask my really serious mind-picking questions on this, what's some of those almost circumstances that you guys have had in your relationship? And I'm talking about the ones that really can affect the relationship now. So David, I want you to tap into some of those acting skills on the air right now, because we're about to give them some real vibes, you know what I mean? So, that almost conversation, David, that allowed you or almost affected your relationship in any way, shape or form. It could be general, it could be somebody else, so don't worry, I'm not picking on you. What would that almost conversation be?
That's tough. And Dacoda is not the person I would like to share this conversation with. Almost thing is really something right now. But you can look like that, Cody, no problem. I'm cool with that too.
Cody really cracking up on this one, you know. So David, I realized I just started sweating. So I'm gonna give you a little break. That's why the sweat for a moment, right? Talk to me about Cody, for our real vibes, woman to woman. Relationship when they think about that. Almost something there. But almost affect.
I almost get somebody's last name, but it never comes.
I almost get somebody's last name, but it never happened. Oh, what, the egg shop? No, sir. That one you have to take it off the air.
Well, you see, what happened was the person's last name, right? And we were all in it, conversation, discussions, planning, and then
boom.
There's a blank, and then they went.
I'm gonna leave that one, but you know what's good about that story, Cody, is that there are many women out there who are listening now who would have had that same almost circumstance. The question is, before we even ask how women deal with this almost situation, because boy, I almost can't deal with it already. But I'm gonna go back to David. David, what's your perspiration from your forehead? It is a little bit, glistening right now, a joke. One through the David.
Hello?
Yes, I want to know what your almost circumstance look like, the one that can affect a relationship. And again, it doesn't have to be personal. It just has to be one that's logical.
We almost had a divorce.
Ouch. So the two on that table, one to almost get married, one almost get divorced. I'm about to go mad on the air today. Wow. That one is serious. But all right. So let me give you one of mine, right? How about, I bet you more one of my friends, I asked some person some almost questions. So here's one of the responses. When a man turn to a woman, right? Me and them live together, I'm thinking, and then the man turn to the woman and say, boy, baby, the food almost tastes good, Well, oh my God, Cody, look at your face. What would be your response to that? If a man look at your Cody and come tell you about your food almost tastes good.
First of all, we are compare my food to. Because you must have somebody else food wise almost. If it's not your mother food, you compare my food to something wrong. Something wrong.
No,
hold on, David, what you say?
It almost tastes good. It almost tastes good. Just add a little salt, a little pepper. We're good to go from
No, the context, let me take it in a while. No, Jody, David, I would ask him, whose food are you comparing my food to?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Because not your mother, something wrong.
Boy, no. David, you see how she get peppery and fiery when the almost conversation you come about food?
Right, but she can't do that because what she's doing wrong is, remember this almost thing have levels. So in having levels, you can perceive it the way you want to perceive it. The man say your food almost tastes good, meaning that babes you missed the mark by just this little bit like this. Right?
David, as Jamaicans, if your food is lack of salt, they're going to say your food want more salt.
No, but it's almost tastes good.
No, if you tell me my food almost tastes good, you compare my food to somebody else.
No, Cody, that sound like you watch somebody in the dishes now. You fry somebody fat now. Come on now, Cody, you cannot do that. You cannot take it in that. That's my personal. First thing you should do is ask why it almost tastes good there, and then you will know if it's compare your food or your food wants something else in it.
Boy, I cannot manage it. This almost conversation is already just heating up on the air, but right now we're about to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll hear some more from Cody and David Tulloch, the man himself, right us on the Morning Kick Show. Stay tuned for so much more.
Baby tell me that he's leaving today. Same can't take the stress. My baby told me that he's going somewhere. Same bound for find the best. I tell him I'm the best that's out there. He said that he no longer cares. Oh baby please, beg me up for beg you just a second love the style, especially the rubber dub. Can we fall in love like we did before? Say love ain't perfect. So much that we've been through, giving up ain't worth it. So come back, we get stronger in love. I tell you, said the love it that we got it, never normal it did. Sent from above, you filled up my heart with love. Ooh, nobody ever touched me like you do. So just fall, let's forget it all. And baby, make me fall in love once more. Can we fall in love like we did before?
And we are back. Of course, welcome back to the Morning Kick Show. If you are just joining us, listen, I must tell you, it's almost conversation things going on here. Now I have the fabulous Dacoda right here, one of our Jamaican actress. And it's so great to have you, by the way, Cody. I can't mention it enough. I mean, from Excel's days. Yeah, man. And of course, we have David Tulloch. Boy, he's directing, he's producing a lot of things when it comes on to the acting world as well. But it's just nice to have the vibe going. So earlier, we were talking about this almost taste good food, which had everyone all riled up. But before we go back to it, Cody, I want us to just move a little bit further, because oftentimes, almost these parameters, these nearly happening circumstances, these approximation create so much havoc in our relationships. And we proved that a while ago. It was just proven a while ago by just that simple scenario. But we're going to push a little further, because persons in relationship need to maybe look at some of these things that we're saying. And
I have one for you.
What is it, David?
I have one for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Babes, I almost love you.
What? Cody, take it away. I don't want to take it over. Go ahead, Cody. Cuss him.
All right. If you almost love me, you're not no use to me then. It don't make sense with that together.
Mm-hmm.
You know why you almost? It's either you love me or you don't love me. But the the lukewarm something, no.
No, but watch this now. You see, because of that response now, we almost was going to work it through, so we could have almost love you some more. Now we almost done for true.
This almost thing is taking a height, man. Oh, David, I'm gonna ask you this. Let me bring up something here, because what if your wife or your partner, whichever one, says to you, boy, baby, I almost met up with my ex, the one who I almost got married to? What would you have said? What would you have felt?
If not give you no money, it's no COVID. If just meat you so dry, so nothing, so you know, see we are struggle. No rice, no flour, no mackerel, nothing. Just sweat so.
Listen, now give me something that stress me out. Just David, for a real person, say you wouldn't say that though.
What I say that, man? Me have no problem with that, At 30, I was just 39 yesterday, right? So I reach a point in life where the foolishness may put that behind me now. I don't have time to waste, You meet up with your ex, more I know, did he have anything to offer? Does he have anything to give you? If he does not.
Funny enough, we're here laughing, Cody, and it's real, because there are persons out there who really view things like that.
That's so true.
And then there are the others who are passionate, who are deemed emotional. Let me put deemed before that. Who has a different response. But I mean, we have to give some form of credibility to what David just said, because it's true. What would you have done differently?
In this crisis time now is what we can get now. So what did he have to offer? Nothing at all. Just high by, just dry. So no, man.
We don't go on, man.
You almost had stock value.
Cody, talk to me a second then.
David, let me ask you something. I am your spouse, and you want money to do something very, very important.
Yeah.
And you're depending on me to get that money to you. And then one Friday, me come home when I'm actually supposed to come home with the money. Me say to you, say, boy, babes, me almost get the money. Talk to me.
So why you never get it?
Does it matter? I almost get the money.
Yeah, me want to know how you never end up with it.
So you don't feel no way about that, David?
Yeah, I know, yet it depends on what the situation was. Suppose she did have it in her hand and then them take it from her and run away. She almost did have it.
No, me never make the effort. Me never push out the effort 100% to go get it.
No, but if you didn't put out the effort, then you can't reach her almost. Almost takes some amount of effort.
Good point. Well, Cody. Well, let's give him a checkbox on that one, because I love the fact that you just highlighted to my listeners, almost takes some amount of effort. So why not some form of credibility? Why sometimes we can't appreciate the fact that persons still show up, even if it's not 100%, that 80, that 90%, let it count for something.
We almost have it all.
Oh my! Listen, all right, you know what? Cody, this one is for you. Still on the relationship issues, because I love the energy, and we're looking at those almost circumstances that tend to affect our relationships. And the question thereafter would be, how would we handle it, right? But for now, what if you know, Cody, your husband said to you, boy, baby, you know, so me almost check your phone today. What would you have done or said to him?
Thank God.
You know, before I answer these things, I have to be taking a breath, because I'm so passionate about what we're talking about. And I know we have a lot of passionate people listening. So, passionate ones, this is for you. Ask the question again. Let me calm down with you.
All right, ma'am. I mean, I know David looks like he's ready to run with this one, you know. But let me just repeat it for Cody. So, Cody, what if your Jose says to you, "Why, baby, you know, I almost check your phone today"? What would you say?
Why you need to check my phone? If you want to know something, ask me. Why you need to go in my phone?
Come on, Cody. It's your husband, man. You guys supposed to have some level of trust and I mean openness.
Yeah, but so I need to know what is it that triggered him to almost go in my phone.
Why? You know, man, complicated, you know, David. But you don't agree with that?
No, me that's what you mean. Me see and I brother move, and me see your phone a ting 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 off regular. So me want to know what ting 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 off your phone.
So why you never ask me?
No, me want to ask your phone. And that the conversation me want.
Alright, so you almost went in my phone. What stopped you from going in my phone?
That me almost trust you.
So now we have to look on the matter of trust, and whether or not when people say they trust each other, that they actually are exercising it, you know, are not just living the life of trust on a parameter of almost. I almost trust you. David, I think you're opening a lot of can of worm right here, you know.
Yes.
What?
But I love the fact that you are.
Jody, now that's why you call me. You want the worms them to come out. Definitely. Because listeners need to go back to a place where we literally can look on things from a yes or a no parameter. Too many times we lay the truth on basis of a maybe and a probability. And then what we do is we tend to dissect the truth as a result of this almost parameter. And I'm not saying almost doesn't count, but I'm saying if we have more persons being honest, then we wouldn't really need that level of parameter all the time to work through our truths. No, but look here now, Jody. I turn this back at you now. You do need the parameters, because guess what? Cody, I love you, but I almost trust you completely. Why I don't trust you completely? I trust you with handling the money, but I not trust you with the kitchen. Oh, you go. The truth split up. Watch here again. Cody, we know say you're not gonna tell me no lie. But Cody, when it comes to understanding how to work and when to talk and not to talk, me not trust you with that.
but I'm okay with you telling her the truth that way. I just believe we need to stop using almost as that excuse for 100% when it's really not. And some
All
people
right.
almost as a cover up for us to be honest.
Jody, you raise a good point, but watch this now. When I said to Cody now.
Wait, hold on, David, just a correction. Are you raised it still, you know? You are the one who raised this point when you mentioned trust.
No, so may I correct it now. So Cody, me almost trust you. Why you don't trust me? Alright, how much you trust me? About 80%, 1 to the 20. No, you see when you did do that thing the other day, you send me why. So all Cody did now is start correcting that and she get the extra 20%, so that almost half a count in some situation, because I told her it's not that she's a bad person. She have 80% of me trust. But there's just this 20 that, and maybe it's a little dark area in her life, maybe something shady for her, but I brought light to it. So when I did that, she felt more confident in expressing herself, and she get the 20% that she didn't get from me. So almost half a kind of count. If a teacher tell a student, you almost got the A, miss why I didn't get the A? Because you left off the comma, and that makes the difference between a proper sentence and a run-on sentence.
Right.
All right. The next time I write that essay, that comma is gonna be there. So you did get the A. So the almost count. You have to tell a person how far they are. Are they wasting their time? Is it just a dream, or you almost can achieve it?
Oh, okay. I know Cody wants some more. Hold on there, Cody. So David, so one should not just use the almost to try and cover up truths, but use it to gauge persons on the your personal expectation at the same time where they're at. True?
That's correct.
Ah, that's an interesting one. I love that.
Everybody want feedback. Everybody want to know where they are. If this was a different program and it wasn't PG, I'd give another almost, but I'm going to make it slide.
There, hold it. Boy, Cody, what's up? You're trying to signal, but I mean, David did have to round up that topic, that point a while ago.
Yeah, I took what he said with grace, but I have my qualm about a little part of that.
Right.
The part when he says about trusting me 80% and me have to work back for the 20 because me lose it somewhere along the line. I believe why almost trust me is either you fully do or you fully do not. Why almost love me is either you love me fully or you do not love me fully. Me just think that them two something there's no almost. It's either you do or you don't. My take.
All right, well, you're valid points, both of you, and I'm sure listeners are siding right now. So for those who are just tuning in, the Morning Kick Show is live and direct from Kingston, Jamaica. Of course, is a beautiful host, amyijah, right? So, and of course, I have Cody and David Tulloch right here, just talking up a storm about almost. But right now, let's take a break with a nice jam, you know. It is I Spy by the beautiful Lila Ike. Stay tuned for much more.
You see something you might like. Won't you come over if you really feel it? Ask all your questions, yes, I really mean it. I spy that you see something you might like. Won't you come over if you really feel it? Ask all your questions, yes, I really mean it. But come and see you with your crew, just a boom and I go true, and I can tell so you admire the realness. Look at me, looking at you, now you don't know what to do. Just relax and I got in your feelings. Ay, I'm mostly conscious got this swift in my mouth corner. You probably think that girl about that, bet you love the drama. But me kinda like the vibe, so I guess I can. Come over if you really wanna. I spy that you see something you might like. Won't you come over if you really feel it? Ask all your questions, yes, I really mean it. I spy that you see something you might like. Won't you come over if you really feel it? Ask all your questions, yes, I really mean it. And I know just what you need, and when the love in your heart starts revealing, I for sure won't let that go. You say, girl, me never really plan to look you, but to hold me, see you move, you get me hooked too. Then he go tell him, say me cook too. After that he won't let me go. I spy that you see something you might like. Won't you come over if you really feel it?
awesome listeners. Thank you so much for joining us. So, right before we left, Cody, I wanted to ask you a question. And we're moving away from the almost negativity around our relationships. Not just, you almost forget our anniversary and all those havoc that comes when we use the term almost. But I'm zeroing in on almost being that beautiful thing that just always counts. And what if your husband was to say to you, Cody, boy, baby, you could almost be on the world's biggest billboard. Would you take offense to that, or would you take that as a compliment?
I'll take that as a compliment.
You say your face light up?
Yeah, no. I'll take that as a compliment, because that means that there is a possibility that it can happen. And possibilities are always endless. So why not?
So when she me almost love her, there's a possibility that I can fully.
True. Come on. I'll give it to him.
Me just meet you, baby. Me don't really know you like that. I'm not gonna just tell you some I love you just so. You have to give me a ring.
But if you just meet me, love now go come in at the something so quick, sir.
Almost that how heavy me feel for you. Me almost reach the song we just meet.
Then I no love then if I almost no love. I can't like.
No, darling, we not reach the song. We not depend that.
David, you're full of a lot of talk on the air, you know. But we're gonna push your limits a little bit. What if imagine a circumstance now. Maybe you're in a situation, struggling, you need some money, and your partner come home and say, boy, baby, you know, so I almost won the jackpot or the lottery today. I miss it by 1 digit. Just 1 digit. You don't have a stunned look on your face.
Yeah, because if you just miss it by 1, it means you do win something, you know, win the jackpot. We get something else, we go cash it. We go cash it right now.
So you're saying you would not have a problem with the fact that, boy, they miss it by 1 digit because there's still a little win in it.
Darling, let me make something very clear to you. When you get all a lot of numbers, you win a big jackpot. But when you just miss it by 1, you still get a little jackpot. Make we take it.
Huh?
Is $100 was paid for the ticket? We're going to get about 3 million now.
I'm not even sure if Cody agree, but let me hear. Cody, you agree with that? So it's a nice, happy feeling in this almost circumstance if you almost win the jackpot.
So suppose it's a case where you miss it, you have to get all the numbers right to win, and you miss it by 1 megabytes.
True.
Megabytes.
But you know that
suppose I want 6. You dream the 6, you know, and me tell you say I want 6, you know, and you turn it into 1 9.
Yes, where's your vex, Cody? Where's it? You're not fighting?
Yes, so.
That's very interesting evening.
David, I think this one is for you, because you talking about just the small winnings when the woman is looking at it from the big winnings.
Yeah, but we have to get past that now, because we do our segue change that right now. So we have to just work with the now. And the now is we get a little winnings. Because anybody who know a lot knows if you miss the jackpot by 1, you still lick a big number. You still get some good money, but you did not have. So I could work with that, darling. Because remember, just $100 we did start off with and buy the ticket. Right? So we have millions now. I could work with it.
Very interesting. So now we looked at almost from it being a really bad thing. What? That's something almost happened. And everybody having these high energies of negative feeling as they're being upset and riled up. And then we look at almost triggering this awesome, nice feeling inside, from the compliment to the wow, where we're winners feeling and the sense of accomplishment. So interesting how one word.
Amyijah, let me say something to you.
Yeah.
I'm almost dead, but I'm alive. No, not great.
He said, almost give with this melancholy drive then, man. We're happy and we're sad in between, but this word is very serious. Very, very serious. I've never even zeroed in or tried to dissect it to this extent before. So it's very interesting to look on the point that David said, almost bringing out possibilities. I like that. I really do. Cody, as it relates to persons who are going through traumas, as David would have already just stated, the matter of almost dying, but you're alive. What word of encouragement could you share with somebody who have had that experience, who is still living the past or still living the trauma over and over, and have not yet realized that almost it counts for something? What would you say?
That one the rough, George. That one the rough. Boy, that one the heavy. Because different people respond to trauma differently.
Right.
And whilst you in yourself would be very grateful,
right,
that hey, you didn't meet your demise. Not many people will look at it that way, and it probably will give you a run for your money trying to prove to them or let them see the light. Say, hey, it was almost, it never happened. It never supposed to happen. But it depends on the person. It depends. Trust me.
I think David has an opinion on this. David, on a real vibes, you were to encourage someone right now who is listening, who has experienced trauma before, which could have led to they losing them life, what would you have said to them differently right now to just take them away from the thought that, oh Jesus, I'm almost dead, not almost dead? How could it take their minds away from just that experience to realizing that they need to be grateful that they're still alive?
Well, that would just simply mean that you have a lot more value than you think, and you have a lot more to offer this world. Almost died in this case don't count now, because you didn't die, right? So you are here, and yes, you probably went through something extremely traumatic, and nobody can understand but you, because you were the one who went through it. But remember, you are still here. You can make a difference. You can tell your story and pass it on, that others can learn from it, and you can play your part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
Nicely said.
Like that.
Definitely, Cody. So Cody, you almost won the jackpot for true though. Let me just ask. I just want to know, because I just turn your friends same time. More.
No, because David turned the digit 6 into 9, so we never win.
No, sir. Almost can be one of those topics that takes us away from reality and also put us in reality. I can share from my standpoint where almost met in an accident. Not sure if it would have been devastating or not, but that almost for me count. And for listeners who are joining, your almost counts for something. As David would have said, there is the possibilities that still lie. So whether it be a 20% possibility, a 5% possibility, you're almost, it counts for something. So don't give up.
Sure.
I think there are some powerful lessons coming out of this almost, Cody and David. And though we're running some jokes on this, some people are leaving it, But I'm going to run a few jokes on it now. Are you ready again? Tell me something. David, you ready?
Yeah, very ready.
All right, I could drop that one, So, let me just gear up for this. Let me just bring this back up. What if... Okay, I think this one is a female one. So let me ask Cody. Cody, what if your husband said to you, boy, baby, me almost drop asleep last night in our band when we have a 1-on-1. Chano, I'm tired, man. What you say to the man there?
Let me take my old order a little bit. First of all, you cannot drop asleep when we having a little 1-on-1. You cannot.
Big talk.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, hypothetically speaking, what if that one particular day the man, he worked till him tired, man, and coming in, he could even eat off him food.
Amyijah talking from experience.
If it happened one time, I'll forgive you. One time.
What if that one time was the anniversary night?
No man, me forgive you because just don't kill you with it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I like that. Okay. She means business, David.
Almost.
She means business. Come on, get out.
I mean, I take out Dacoda.
David, what happens, right? If you almost landed a new job, that job that you have been waiting on, the one that you said, John, my dream job, that you know. How do you manage that? Especially if a lot of things have not been working out the way you would have wanted it over a period of time.
Boy, this one very personal to me. I can answer you directly. Boy, you just have to move on. It almost, and you feel the pain, but what I've learned is that lingering over it and pining over it gets you nowhere. In fact, it just makes you feel worse. I'll be honest, over the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks, let me go. There were many opportunities I could have had job related wise. And it didn't happen. But what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit down here and Kerry, big up yourself as you're typing some very factual things. It's true. That dream job, that almost don't count. It didn't happen. You're still unemployed. You know, you have to move on. You can't live in that reality. You know, Kerry, big up yourself. I don't know, so you're the funny thing. You know, but that is it. You can't, because you're gonna live in the past and backwards, wishing that you had that job that you won't have and somebody else get, and it has moved on. You may watch that person start, that person. Come on, it just wasn't for you.
Wow.
And then guess what do you say then when something else bigger than that you thought was so big come up and you get that? Then you look back at what you could have and say that almost was me.
You're right.
You know,
I tell you a thing. It's just so important for us to be able to manage the yins and the yangs in our lives. And it comes from a place of maturity. It comes from a place where you have a sense of self-control and self-awareness. And being self-aware, I believe, will help us to handle the dimensions of these almost circumstances that are inevitable to happen. I think, Cody, in the whole acting world, is there anything that you could share? I mean, maybe you almost at a party, you just never did get there. It was a leading role. I don't know.
Sorry. Hear what? That was the. Sorry, Cody. Yeah.
Hold on. Is that true, David, or something? What?
The question was directed to Cody. Cody can't go answer that.
Let me put this out there. I do not know anything around anything that I'm asking. These are just questions, and I'm just picking the brain. Cody?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to mute David, because he's killing us on air. But go ahead, Cody.
There was a role that I was offered, and out of fear, but I almost got the role, but out of fear, I did not get the role, and somebody else got it, and then the role itself, or the character, was highlighted in the media, and if I had taken on that role, that would have been me. So it was almost me, but my name take it.
Sorry to hear that, Cody. I can just imagine how you feel up on your end. You're sad man. I know you'd have run with that one, David. My word. But Cody, how can you put a spin on this? Yes, it wasn't you. Fine. Almost, but it just never did happen. What if that's happening to other listeners right now and they can relate to your circumstance? What you just said to them for us boost up their energy, boost up them confidence once again? What's that?
Let it go. Because the mere fact that you were introduced to it, or it was introduced to you in the beginning,
right?
It didn't work, means it will come back to you. My, and I keep saying my opinion because everybody is, they may differ. They may not agree with me. So this is why I keep saying my opinion. So I believe that if it was given to you the first time, and for some, whatever reason, David don't say anything, for whatever reason, it did not bloom in your hand, I believe it will come back to you. I'm hoping it will come back.
Okay, as I think I just touched on some personal touchy moment there. Forgive me. I know nothing, but David, you're giving away everything. Because if David wasn't laughing so much, Cody, you could have played it off. But I mean, we can't help it.
It's good listenership. The listeners, them love the vibe, them love the mix up.
You're right. We're gonna run to a short break, but when we come back, we're gonna wrap this up on the Morning Kick Show. Listeners, I hope you're enjoying the show. It's all about almost, and we'll almost come back to the end, to the show, to the end. Yeah. So we'll soon come back with much more right here on air.
You are my African queen. Ooh Lord, ooh Lord. Just like the sun, light up the earth, you light up my life. The only one I ever see with a smile so bright. And just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my horse in way with your astonishing beauty. Oh, you could not make a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. And you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I've never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, you are my
So of course, welcome back, listeners. We're still on the Morning Kick Show. We're still on the good vibes, and we're all about this almost parameter, the approximation of many things happening. But of course, Cody and David Tulloch, they are here to help us through it, to see from a different angle and have a good laugh about it. How about that, eh? So blessings. So before we came off air earlier, we were just looking at more events that spoke to almost, but more so, how can we help somebody else who have had these almost experiences and still just feel down about the thing? So we want to change some lives right now. We want to change and everyone's outlook on almost. David, I must say, initially, when I heard almost, for me, I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired of the world just always giving us levels. That was always my opinion, the levels, levels, levels. But then you reminded me about the possibilities. And to be frank with you, I forget about my script. I don't want any script now. I want to talk with you on possibilities. Why is it important for us to realize possibilities in our almost experiences? And let's zero in on that.
Well, we have to remember that's what life is all about. It's about the possibility. It may not happen, it may happen. And that's why we live. If we already knew how it was going to go, then there would be no point in life. But
True.
if you have to work, you have to see what didn't get it, you got that disappointment. All right, you're going down again. Then it almost happened. Oh no, but then guess what? Remember, some people said to you, you can sing, but can you sing well? Right? You start to sing, right? But you're not a good singer. It's just not your thing. But you go and enter Rising Star and you almost won. That tells you you have something going on. You might not have one Rising Star, but maybe you get a record deal because the person not looking for the Rising Star winner. They're looking for the sound that you emitted. Then there is just one deaf where you just can't sing. It's not your thing. Move on. Don't ever doubt the possibilities. I don't think I would have achieved half the things I did if I didn't believe in the possibility. when I almost got an Actor Boy Award for the first time, it inspired me. I was nominated in a category with people who I grew up hearing about. And I said, all right, that means there is something here. And I went and pursued it. Might I just add, amyijah, most of the things I've done in my life and was successful at a point, somebody told me, don't do it. It's not your thing, that. You can't do it. And so I'm just saying to you, don't ever knock the possibility. If you almost did it, you can do it again. Because you knew what it got you to the almost, you know where to go from there.
Nicely said, David. Nicely said. Cody.
Hey.
I wonder why he's so quiet. It's almost like David preaching to us a while ago, eh?
No man, may I take it, man. May I take it? Because what he speaks is truth. It's fact.
It definitely is. I heard you said earlier about the matter of, sometimes persons telling us not to do certain things, or they may even try to don't talk us and say, hey, we can't do it, we won't make it, it's not worth it. How do you think our listeners should handle those circumstances where persons try to downplay them to let them feel as if they're not good enough, they're not worth it? They shouldn't try to go out there and make something of themselves. How should our listeners handle that?
Persons need to be individual. If it didn't work for David, it doesn't mean it won't work for me. Possibilities are endless. Every day you wake up, there is a possibility for something happening for you. So we need to be individuals. We need to be ourselves, be true to ourselves. So because it never worked for my sister, and my sister never get to go university, no means to me I will get to go university. I am me, she. Everybody has their own path.
Definitely.
And as long as we live individually, then you will better understand that possibilities are endless and it can happen.
Yeah, and I really think it's important that we ourselves have our own motivation. We are ourselves motivators, because reality is that we can't depend on everybody to always be there for us. There are times when we're just required to be strong for ourselves,
So you might want to put together your own little playlist of music. That's what I do. Put it in my ears, because these are songs that directly inspire me, move me, motivate me. If I'm in a bad mood, it will get me up, it will get my engine running. Because at the end of the day, amyijah, you only have yourself to blame. You get one life to live. How are you going to live it? Because at the end of the day, you only can account for you. If you wanted to waste your time, kick it back with friends, that was your decision, nobody else's. If you didn't want to go to school, that was your decision, nobody else. If you didn't get the opportunity to go to school, but later now in life you want to, if you don't, that's your decision. You have the decision. And I think life has a way of crippling us and giving us fear over things. I think we personally should just take back that and remember, it's our life. We have the decision. There's no almost there. It's my decision. Not almost mine, it's mine. I own it.
Okay, powerful, David.
Yeah, you.
You know what the code in Jamaican will say, you come out on all these things. Yeah, David.
Come out.
Just don't do it before it.
Boy, very, very powerful words there, David. And we're so grateful that you were able to share, you and Cody were able to share today on the Morning Kick Show. And I really hope that this reaches home for others, so that they no longer look on things and just an almost parameter, but look really on the possibilities. That's where the focus is. It's not on the almost, yes, but there are possibilities and they're real. And own up to your own activities, own up to what you do, so you can prove to yourself how valuable, as Cody said, you are. I think that's it. I think that's the message that we want to leave with persons today. Any final words from you, Dacoda? Anything you're doing now? I see you blaring up Facebook. Listen to me. Your conversations are amazing, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you much. Thank you. I'm just trying to get everybody to just not focus on what is going on and just stay alive.
Right.
Be alive, because stress kills, man. Stress kills.
True, and I'm really grateful that you're in the space, the digital space, Cody, sharing with others and keeping the energy, keeping the high spirits. That's something that we really need, and it can change the entire world. David, bless you. I mean, right now we can't touch no stage, social distancing, unless we're going to do a virtual stage.
Well, remember, amyijah, I'm into politics now, so I'm on the streets trying to help people get their hopes up and look forward to life after COVID.
Okay. I don't want to say Mr. Politician because it feels like I'm still on the stage acting. I don't want to give them a piece of a scene on the air right now. So I'll leave that one. But congrats, David. You have always shown real growth in the things that you do, and I've also seen where whatever you take your hand and make, it really turn out perfect. So bless. Where's that Cody?
No, true.
Oh, I think you start buzz like a pie from the area. That's what that stage show. But definitely was a good vibe right here. Thank you so much, listeners, for even tuning in on the Morning Kick Show. Feel free to follow us on Instagram. That's at The Morning Kick Show. And feel free to follow your girl, Amyijah. That's at amyijah, AMYIJH. Let's up on yourself. I hope you guys had a good time. I will see you
them almost reach work.
Listen, I'm almost reach work. David, listen, I have to do a part 2 with you and Cody,
No problem. No, we're working with Cody, so.
That's the best of DJ David for the awesome music. Quest Studio and a nice keep it locked right there on the Soul Kitchen International Radio. We're going out in this.
It's your morning kicks. Get up on your feet, kick down the negatives. Get up on your feet, get ready for your life tips. Cause we ride all the positives. Yes, we ride.